Right. Good evening, friends. In yesterday's class, we discussed about some indefinite integrals, formulas, and we have done some problems. And I said there are basically three methods or three types of solving indefinite integrals. In that, the very first method is method of transformation. In method of transformation, in today's class, we'll be seeing about type 3 problems. Now, while doing these problems, we need to remember this particular formula. Integral of a power x dx is equal to a power x by log a. Nothing given means base c. And here a basic thing which you have studied in logarithms, e power log b to the power a to the base c is nothing but b power a. And here also e power log a to the base c is equal to a. These are the basic formulas you should remember while solving this kind of problems. So in today's class, we'll try to solve these three problems where in method of transformation, all these problems comes under type 3. Now, when coming to this particular problem, integral of a power 3x plus 3 dx, I think this I can write as a power 3x into a cube dx. Integral of a power 3x into a cube dx. I think I'll be writing this. This is 3. Now, as we are integrating with respect to x, this a cube can be treated as constant. So it comes outside by property of integral. So a cube into integral of a power 3x dx. Now, if you could observe carefully, it is looking like formula. There I had written integral of a power x dx. It is nothing but a power x by log a. So what happens? Finally it turns down to a power 3x by log a, but here the coefficient of x is 3, so 3 comes to the denominator, and finally I need to write here plus c. So finally what happens? This turns down to a power 3x plus 3. Why? Because a power m into a power n is nothing but a power m plus n divided by 3 log a plus c. So finally what can I conclude? Integral of a power 3x plus 3 dx is nothing but a power 3x plus 3 by 3 log a plus c. Right? I think this problem is clear to you. Now I shall go for little bit application of the next level. When coming to this particular thing, e power x log a is given. So this I can write as, for my convenience, e power log a to the power x, because x goes to that side. So e power log a power x, and here also if you could observe carefully, e power log x ki power a, and finally I'll be giving a bracket. So finally what happens? Integral of e power log a power x means by property 2 this is becoming a power x plus integral of e power log x to the base a, this is becoming x power a, and finally it gives rise to dx. So finally what happens? Integral of a power x dx plus integral of x power a dx. So if you could observe carefully, integral of a power x dx, integral of a power x dx is nothing but formula a power x by log a, and here again it is looking like x power n. X power n formula is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So x power a plus 1 by a plus 1, and here we need to write constant. Once again I will be repeating this problem. Integral of e power x log a plus e power a log x dx. So x goes up, so it becomes e power log a to the power x plus e power log x to the base e, e power log x to the base, e power log x to the power a, and here dx. So what happens here? Direct formula a power x, and here x power a. I can do integration individually. So integral of a power x dx plus integral of x power a dx. So this becomes as a power x by log a, and this becomes as x power a plus 1 by a plus 1 plus c. I think you people are clear now. Now we shall try to solve another problem. Now if you could observe carefully, nothing is given means it is clearly understood, dx is there. So integral of 8 means I can write as 2 cube ki power 1 plus x. This also I will write as 2 square whole power 1 minus x. Now this will be 2 power x and this will be 2 power x dx, because yesterday I said a plus b by c means a by c plus b by c. Now finally, if you could observe carefully, 2 power, this can be written as 2 power 3 plus 3x divided by 2 power x dx plus integral of, here also 2 power 2 minus dx divided by 2 power x and here dx. So now it is looking like a power m by a power n. So I can write as a power m minus n. So integral of 2 power 3 plus 3x minus x dx plus integral of 2 power 2 minus 2x minus x dx. Now if you could observe carefully, it is becoming integral of 2 power 3 plus 2x, because 3x minus x is 2x. So directly I will be writing. I think by this time you might be getting habituated with the calculations. So 2 power 3 plus 2x, and here also minus 2x minus x means minus 3x. So what I will be writing directly now, 2 power 2 minus 3x. Now if you could observe carefully, it is looking like a power x, integral of a power x. Integral of a power x means a power x by log a. So similarly here also 2 power 3 plus 2x divided by log x, but whatever coefficient of x is there, that comes as denominator. So here 2 log x. So similarly here also 2 power 2 minus 3x divided by log x, and outside there will be minus 3 and here plus c. So students, you can copy these problems now. Up till now we had seen type 1, that means integration by applying transformation method. Now we are going for the type 2 patterns, or Roman number 2 you call, or model number 2 called as substitution method. In substitution method, sometimes we will be asked to evaluate integral of algebraic expression which will be of the form p of x into ax plus b whole power n, or p of x by ax plus b whole power n. Here p of x, observe carefully, here p of x is a, here p of x is a polynomial, here p of x is a polynomial, and n is some rational, and I will call n is rational. So whenever this kind of problems comes, just you put z is equal to ax plus b and then you can evaluate. Now I will be taking a problem x plus 2 upon x plus 1 whole power n dx. If you could observe carefully, it is looking like p of x by ax plus b whole power n. So this is p of x and this is ax plus b whole power n. So whenever this kind of problem comes, what I will be doing means, let x plus 1 is equal to t for my convenience. Here I said z, but that is up to your wish. You can put as t also. So what happens, this becomes dx is equal to dt. But here x plus 2 is there. 2 can be written as 1 plus 1. There is no loss for us. Therefore what happens, integral of x plus 2 by x plus 1 whole power n dx can be written as, I think x plus 1 we called as t, so x plus 2 becomes t plus 1 divided by x plus 1 की जगह में t, and here comes t power n, and dx की place में we need to write dt. So now if you could observe carefully, again it is taking the shape a plus b by c. A plus b by c means again we need to do as a by c plus b by c. So what happens, integral of t upon t power n. T upon t power n means I can directly write t power 1 minus 1, 1 minus n. I think by this time you might have been accustomed with the calculations. And 1 by t power n. 1 by t power n means I will write as t power minus n and dt. Now if you could observe carefully, it is looking like a x power n formula only. So what happens? Integral of t power 1 minus n means t power 1 minus n plus 1 by 1 minus n plus n plus 1, and t power minus n plus 1 by minus n plus 1, and here we need to write as c. So finally this reduces to t power 2 minus n divided by 2 minus n plus t power 1 minus n divided by 1 minus n plus c, where finally t is nothing but what? We consider it as x plus 1. So once again I am repeating, whenever we come across integral of algebraic expression of the form p of x into ax plus b whole power n or p of x by ax plus b whole power n, just you need to put z is equal to ax plus b, or that is up to your convenience, but in the problem I considered as x plus 1 is equal to t, dx is equal to dt, and x plus 2 can be written as x plus 1 plus 1. So x plus 1 is nothing but t, so I will write as t plus 1 by t power n dt. So integral of t power 1 minus n dt plus t integral of t power minus n dt. So t power 1 minus n plus 1 by 1 minus n plus 1, and t power minus n plus 1 by minus n plus 1 plus c. So finally this is the calculation. Right, we shall be now seeing another difficult problem of the same pattern. So again here integral of x square by x plus 2 dx. So friends, here what we need to substitute? We need to put ax plus b is equal to t, मगर here ax plus b place में क्या है? x plus 2. So what I will be doing? Let x plus 2 is equal to t. So finally what I will be getting? dx is equal to dt. And from here x plus 2 is equal to t means I can write x is equal to t minus 2. Therefore what happens? Integral of x square by under root of x plus 2 dx is equal to integral of, in place of x I need to write t minus 2 whole square divided by under root of t, and in dx means I can write as dt. Now if you could observe carefully, it is looking like a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square means a square plus b square minus 2ab. So what happens? T square plus 4 minus 4t divided by root t dt. Root t means I will be writing it as t power 1 by 2. So for my convenience, t power 1 by 2. So again if you could observe carefully, a plus b minus c divided by d. So a by d plus b by d minus c by d. So finally what happens? That is equal to integral of t square by t power of. T square by t power of means I will write as t power 2 minus 1 by 2 dt. And again here 4 comes outside, 1 by t power of. 1 by t power of means I can write as t power minus 1 by 2 dt. And again similarly here also minus 4 into integral of t by t power of. T by t power of means I can write as t power 1 minus 1 by 2 dt. So finally what happens? That is equal to integral of t power 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 by 2, t power 3 by 2 dt. And here also 4 into integral of t power minus 1 by 2 dt minus 4 into integral of t power minus 1 by 2 dt. So I think if you could observe carefully, I think 1 minus 1 by 2, no, this is, so it becomes 1 by 2. So finally what happens? Integral of t power 3 by 2 dt means t power 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 plus 1. So directly I am writing 3 by 2 plus 1 means we can directly write as what? 5 by 2. I think by this time you are well acquainted. And here also 5 by 2. 5 by 2 going outside means, going top means it becomes as 2 by 5. Plus 4 into here also t power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1. But directly now I will be writing, I will be erasing. For your understanding I am writing like this. But t power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 means 1 by 2 and here also minus 1 by 2 plus 1 means 1 by 2. When going upside, 1 by 2 going upside means 2 becomes, so here we will be getting 8. Similarly, minus 4 into here also t power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 will be there, but going up it becomes 2 by 3, and here plus c. So finally what happens, our calculation will be like this: 2 by 5 t power 5 by 2 plus 8 into t power 1 by 2, 4 into t by 3. 4 into 2 by 3 means it becomes as 8 by 3 into t power 3 by 2 plus c, where t is nothing but, we should write what is t. We had taken t as what, beta? X plus 2. Hence the problem. Now you can copy. Now in substitution method we will be seeing another model. It will be of the form integral of sin power mx into cos power nx dx. Now here we will be having, or we will be solving this kind of problems using by some working rule. If power of sin x is odd positive integer, that means if power of sin is some odd, you put z is equal to cos x. If power of cos x is odd, then we need to put z is equal to sin x. If both the powers are odd numbers, then put either z is equal to sin x or z is equal to cos x. Now when coming to this, I am repeating once again, observe carefully, integral of sin power mx into cos power nx dx. Whenever power of sin x is odd, put z is equal to cos x. Remember, we should remember carefully. Remember, whenever odd powers are there, you need to observe carefully where odd power is there. If power of sin x is odd, put z is equal to cos x. If power of cos x is odd, we need to put z is equal to sin x. If both the powers are odd, we need to put z is equal to sin x or cos x. Now now we will be going for a problem, integral of cos cube x into root of sin x dx. Now here if you could observe carefully, cos key power 3, that means here 3 is an odd number. So whenever 3 is an odd number, what is telling? Whenever cos x is odd number, what is telling? Put z is equal to sin x. So what I will be doing means, I will be putting z is equal to sin x. Z is equal to sin x means what happens? dz is equal to cos x, because the derivative of sin x is cos x into dx. But here dz is equal to cos x into dx. So here what I will be doing means, integral of, if you could observe carefully, the above problem I will be writing it as cos cube x means I will write as cos square x into under root of sin x, and again cos square x is there means here I can write as cos x dx. See, very beautifully we had written cos cube x means I can write as cos square x into cos x and root of sin x. Now I think I can use this particular substitutions now. So what happens, that is equal to integral of, when I said z is equal to sin x, then cos square x I think we can write as 1 minus sin square x into under root of sin x into cos x dx. So finally what happens, that is equal to integral of sin x की जगह में z, so it reduces to 1 minus z square into root z, and cos x dx means dz. We should be very careful in substituting. Now if you could observe carefully, this will be reduced to 1 into root z will be root z, and here dz, z square into root z means I think z power 5 by 2. So as algebraic symbol minus is there, I will be writing it as z power 5 by 2 dz. I think this is clear. And again root z means for my convenience I will write as z power 1 by 2. So what happens, integral of z power 1 by 2 means z power 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 minus z power 5 by 2 plus 1 by 5 by 2 plus 1 plus c. Now what happens finally? Z power 1 by 2 plus 1 means z power 3 by 2, and in denominator also 3 by 2 is there. So coming up it becomes 2 by 3, z power 3 by 2, 5 by 2 plus 1 means 7 by 2, going up means minus 2 by 7, z power 7 by 2 plus c. What is z here? We need to write. Where z is nothing but what? We are taken as sin x. So once again I am repeating, very important pattern this one. Integral of sin power mx cos power nx dx. Observe carefully, if odd powers are there, what happens? If power of sin x is odd, put z is equal to cos x. Power of cos x is odd, put z is equal to sin x. If both the powers are odd, then either we need to put z is equal to sin x or cos x. So I had taken an example, integral of cos cube x into under root of sin x dx. Put z is equal to sin x. dz is equal to cos x dx. And here we need to observe carefully, cos square x can be written as 1 minus sin square x into root sin x into cos x dx. So z is equal to sin x means it has been transformed to 1 minus z square into root z dz. So z power 1 by 2 dz minus z power 5 by 2 dz. So z power 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1 minus z power 5 by 2 plus 1 by 5 by 2 plus 1 plus c, and the rest calculation. Just now we had seen integral of sin power mx into cos power nx dx. I said to observe the powers. If powers are odd, what happens? If power of sin x is odd, put z is equal to cos x. If power of cos x is odd, put z is equal to sin x. Similarly, if both the powers are odd, either we can put either sin x is equal to z or cos x is equal to z. So we shall be seeing a problem of this type. Here power is 3 and here power is 5 for sin x and cos x. So what I will be doing, for my convenience both are odd. So here for I am writing here m is equal to 3, n is equal to 5. Both are odd. Therefore put my convenience. Either you can put sin x is equal to z or cos x is equal to z. That is up to you. For my convenience, I will be putting cos x is equal to z. So when I put cos x is equal to z, derivative of cos x is minus sin x dx is equal to dz. So what happens? The above integral I will convert like this. Integral of sin cube x is there, but here sin x dx should come. So I will write as sin square x into cos power 5x cos power 5x, and cube is there, but here sin square x is there. So I will write this as sin x dx. So what happens finally? This particular thing I had written like this, but here sin x dx, here also sin x dx is there. So what I will be doing means, here I will be writing it, I will keep outside minus sign and sin x dx के स्थान में dz, and here sin square x I can write as 1 minus cos square x. So 1 minus cos square x, and here cos power 5x, and sin x dx means I will write directly as dz. So minus outside, but cos x is nothing but z only, no? So what happens? 1 minus z square into z power 5 into dz. So finally what happens? That is equal to minus integral of 1 into z power 5. So z power 5 dz, and minus minus will become plus integral of z square into z power 5. That means z power 7 dz. So finally it reduces to minus of integral of z power 5 means z power 6 by 6, and here z power 7 by 7, z power 8 by 8 plus c, मगर z के स्थान में क्या लिखना है हमको? cos x. So what happens? Minus cos की power 6x by 6 plus cos की power 8x by 8 plus c. This is our final output. I think you are clear with this particular pattern. Right friends, now we shall be seeing of another pattern, integrals of the type tan power mx into secant power nx dx. So here every time remembering formula, remembering working rules is very difficult. Sometimes we need to apply little bit logic also. That means already we studied differentiation, methods of differentiation and various formulas. We know that d by dx of tan x is nothing but secant square x. So finally what we'll be doing when coming to this kind of problem, I'll be putting let tan x is equal to z. If I put tan x is equal to z, what happens? Secant square x dx is nothing but dz. So directly we are lucky enough, directly we got in place of secant square x dx I'll be putting as dz and tan x I'll be putting as z. Therefore what happens? Integral of tan power nx secant square x dx is nothing but integral of tan x की जगह में z. So what happens? Z power n secant square x dx is nothing but what? dz. So integral of z power n is nothing but what beta? Z power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. But z की जगह में क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करना? tan x whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. I think you are very clear. It's a very simple pattern. Similarly, we shall see another problem. Integral of tan square x into secant power 4x dx, little bit complicated, but here also I'll be putting tan x is equal to z. So what happens? Secant square x dx is nothing but dz. So therefore tan square x, and here secant power 4x can be written as secant square x into secant square x dx. So what happens here? In place of secant square x I'll be putting dz. So integral of tan square x, and here secant, we know that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. That formula I am writing here. Secant square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. So wherever secant square is there, I can write as 1 plus tan square x and here secant square x dx. So इसके स्थान में क्या आ जाता? tan x is z means this becomes z square, and here 1 plus z square, secant square dx means dz. So finally what happens? Z square into 1 z square, and integral is nothing but z cube by 3, and here z power 4. Z power 4 means this becomes z power 5 by 5 plus c, and finally we need to write z is equal to tan x. I think you are clear with this pattern.